horror fans, ever hear of Amityville 3D? You might know it as Amityville 3, the Demon, depending on where you saw it. Either way, it's that wild 1983 supernatural horror flick, the third movie in the Amityville horror series. This one was directed by Richard Fleischer and came out right in the middle of that short-lived 3D movie craze in the early 80s. Instead of following the Lutz family like the first movies did, Amityville 3D switches it up. A skeptical journalist decides to investigate the infamous haunted house at 112 Ocean Avenue. What's kind of cool? It was made by studios in both the US and Mexico, and this was actually the last Amityville movie that made it to theaters until that big remake in 2005. This time, there's no book behind it. Instead, the plot leans into real-life Ghostbuster Stephen Kaplan's story. He tried to debunk all those scary Amityville hauntings. Here's the rundown. John Baxter is a hard-nosed reporter for Reveal magazine. Right at the start, he blows the lid off a phony seance in the supposedly haunted Amityville house, then decides to buy it himself. Classic horror move, right? He doesn't care about the freaky reputation, he just wants some peace and quiet to finish his novel after a nasty divorce. Well, peace and quiet go flying out the window. His co-worker Melanie keeps warning him, his ex Nancy is extra worried, and his daughter Susan and her friends start running into some super creepy stuff tied to the house's messed up history, and Meg Ryan showing up as one of Susan's pals, way before she became America's sweetheart. Some fun behind-the-scenes stuff. The story came to be thanks to the success of the first two Amityville films. But, fun fact, the actual Lutz family sued the producer, so the filmmakers had to tiptoe around using their names or selling this as a straight sequel. And get this, the famous eye windows on the real-life house had been changed, so the crew had to get super creative with their camera angles. Bottom line, Amityville 3D is perfect if you're into goofy 1980s horror, weird effects, or just want to see what passed for scary when your parents were teens. It's not the best in the franchise, but for completists or retro horror fans, it's worth a watch or at least a laugh.